About a month ago, I made a video talking about what is a minimalist. And I briefly explained it's basically, to my understanding, a person that lives within their means, maybe even below their means, not spending a whole lot of money than necessary, not overspending, not overindulging. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about the nomadic lifestyle and being a nomad. And it kind of ties in with being a minimalist. But a nomad is actually, by definition, is actually completely different from the context of a minimalist. So, the old definition of nomad used to refer to different tribes, for lack of a better word, or just ethnic groups in different parts of the world. This was like in antiquity, definitely like Middle Ages and before, and you still have some cultures who do that even to this day. But as this world becomes more global and more modern, you have less nomads by that older definition. Basically, people who move from place to place, area to area, just to different parts of, regions, just to settle, live, maybe on a temporary basis, then when it suits them, pack up and leave and go to another place. So that's like a nomad. Now, you have the modern definition, I think, of a nomad, which is termed nomadic lifestyle. It's like a lifestyle for some people. Basically, a nomad in this current day and age is someone, let's say someone who lives in America in modern times, modern era. They might pack up and move away from their hometown to another city or move to a completely different state. And maybe these people just move from state to state, and they might stay in their area on a temporary basis, like however long it is for that person. Except in this day and age, a person probably would, instead of like in the old times, use a caravan or a wagon, or they just walk along using their feet, just traveling place to place. In this day and age, you probably just use your car, your SUV, or a van or a minivan. A lot of people these days are living the nomadic lifestyle. I've kind of noticed this as I looked it up on the internet and on different YouTube channels. I actually came across this by accident. So I guess that's the name of it. I'm not coining this term. It's already been coined. And as I watched a few videos on the nomadic lifestyle, I think they're talking about the current modern way of people or nomads, not the, old cultures of antiquity who's still doing that. And then I looked at myself and reflected, and I thought about it, and I was like, well, I guess you could say I'm like a nomad myself. I mean, right now I live in Oregon. As of now, I've lived here for over a year, a little bit over a year. And my purpose was to improve myself, which I already had started doing that before I moved up here. But just improve my life, because my life wasn't going anywhere when I was in California. So I've already moved out of that place, and my purpose was to just find like get myself settled and find like a very good job, decent job that pays really good money, good benefits, and just stick around. But I also knew that that was not a guarantee. That was my intention, but sometimes things doesn't always work out as planned. So you always have to have a plan B, a plan C. Me personally, I I already said I gave myself 2 years, 2 to 3 years of living in Oregon, and depending on what my situation is after the end of my 2 3 year mark, I'm either gonna stay or I'm gonna move to a completely different state that's not California. So I'm not moving back there, or back to Tennessee because I used to live in Tennessee. I went to school there, and yeah, I'm done with that too. So, but so far so good. I'm currently working where I work at, where I'm here at in Oregon, but I know I'm definitely not gonna stick around there very long. But I'm there for the time being until I can do better. And if I haven't found that really decent job, I'm definitely probably going to leave and probably move to another state. Um, and I'm actually already looking to do that anyway. To be quite honest, I'm always keeping an eye out, uh, searching for trends that's going on around the country, around the world even. But I'm going to focus on what's going on around the country in the meantime. Um, yeah, I'm already looking at different states, different cities already to see what's going on there, what opportunities they have, like in the job field. Since I've been here, I am doing better. I've gotten my mind right and getting my credit taken care of. I'm able to improve my credit, so that is a positive thing. But, that's still not good enough. So the whole thing is for me to do much, much better, not just a little bit. So, yeah, I guess I am kind of a nomad in that regard, the modern definition. Um, Again, I didn't go out of my way to say, oh, I'm going to choose to be a nomad. No, I didn't do that. It's just, I don't really have, to be quite honest, I don't have family ties that I can lean on and depend on for moral support. So, I mean, my relatives do live in Tennessee and other parts of the country. I'd rather not be around them because they expect me to be either a stereotypical nigga, or they just want me to do what they think I should do, whatever that is. I mean, people always have ideas of what they think you should do for your life instead of just worrying about theirs. So yeah, that's why I'm doing my own thing and going and staying and living at, well, so far Oregon. I'm pretty much, you know blazing my own trails and whatnot, since these people, my family or relatives, they're not necessarily offering a lending help hand or help or assisting me, or supporting me with what I'm trying to do. All they telling me to do is either move back to Tennessee. That's the people on my mom's side of the family. And they already know I have no desire to do it, but they want to keep telling me that anyway. And California, I'm just done with that. Although I have some buddies who think I should move back there too. Lets me know they're really not my buddies if that's what they think. But having said all of that, that's pretty much my reasons for doing what I'm doing. And that is being a nomad, I guess, because I feel like I don't have any support um, or love or care where I'm from or with my relatives. So I'm like, well, I'm doing this all alone. So, a lot of people have reasons to do this nomadic lifestyle, but I just told you mine. Now, how this ties in with being a minimalist is many times if you are living a nomadic lifestyle, you have to be a minimalist to kind of maintain what you're doing. You have to always like watch your money, and of course immediately survive and live within your means. Look at these ducks right here. So yeah, you have to employ the minimalist lifestyle to make things happen for yourself the best way you can, since you don't have no one to lean on or back you up if you run into a bind. So yeah, you have to be a minimalist. You don't have the luxury of going out and just spending money on different things and all that. And also, since you're doing everything yourself, you might have to pack up and leave and go somewhere else, and you need money to do that. You need time to apply for your basic job, whatever that is. Like right now, I'm currently working a basic job. A basic job is like, you work at fast food or a restaurant or a grocery store, something that's low pay, very little benefits, but it's also the type of job that you can apply to and you'll get hired real quick. So because you need a job just to keep things going, and then once you got that job and you're working, then you can sit back and figure out what you're going to do with yourself. Like you could probably start learning the city. Probably should already do that before you go there, but you figure out what better jobs they have and apply to them, and hopefully they'll hire you. Ultimately is just to build yourself up and do better in life, since you don't have a lot of help, such as myself. So but because of that, I'm not gonna let that stop me from living my life. And that's pretty much a nomad and the nomadic lifestyle, and my reasons why that I pretty much had to do it beyond my own control, other than I just want to be free and pursue certain things in my life, especially since I graduated college many years ago and didn't get a job in my field. So I didn't have no backup plan for that. Well, so that is all I got to say on this matter.